YURP Nation Reactions. How you guys doing today? I am Tyrone, and yes, we are back with more Ren, and we are now on part 3 of Money Game. Okay, I've been enjoying this series. I've been enjoying Ren in general because his mind is like a well of knowledge within the world, and you know, knowledge within the world, but also he knows himself. Okay, and he knows how to take the deepest parts of himself and put it out in just great musical form. Okay, and but with these 3 stories, it's been talking about everything that's going around him in the world, everything from politics and corruption and everything, when people who are in power just love to just keep that money. And to people who know the OJs, okay, OJs is a band from the 70s, and they have that song money 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 money. Yeah, and there it says some people gotta have it, some people, there's a lot of freaking lyrics in that song, but the one thing I pay attention to that song is some people do things, bad things with it, money, root of all evil. But I'm interested to see what's going on in this this next rendition. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Character with the mask again. I believe you guys told me who that was in the last vid, in the first one. Oh God, yes, imagery. Oh, love it. Okay, Sam. Yeah. Wow. The noose around the neck and everything. Slowed that melody down from the second one.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Damn.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Ooh. I'm so enwrapped with this.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life.
Yeah!
The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
What's the solution?
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame."
Really?
Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
That was one of the most captivating stories I've ever seen an artist do. I mean, I knew where he was going when he was, you know, telling this story from when he was a kid on up through his adulthood. Everything was, he used his gift for corruption, you know. As soon as he got to his mid 30s or early 30s, he started selling weapons of mass destruction. It was a crazy story, man, you know. And you know, it's people like that get into power from, you know, from an early age because they have something good, like what he did when he was a teenager, and then they grow up to be, you know, money hungry assholes that run the country. But this particular person, you know, because of his deals that he's done, end up having a bullet in his spine. And you know, I don't know if these are real true people, by the way. If it is, get in the comments and let me know if this particular story is based off a real person somewhere in London or somewhere around the world. But it's very sad. It's like you had to go through all that. You lost your father, the person who was telling you all this wrong shit in life, just for, you know, for your own personal gain. And then you end up being paralyzed and you regret it all. You know, one of the my favorite lines in there, he said, if we teach people to use their brains, we'd be in a utopia. You know, oh man, if money wasn't the main currency or the main thing that make this planet go round, and our currency would be what we bring and present to the world, like our own attributes to make the world go round, that would be just amazing. Like if you're great at farming and or you're great at this or you're great at that, and that actually is currency, man, we would just thrive, you know. That's why if you see in every like apocalyptic world, the system that's there, it's like, what can you do? Are you a guard? Like if you see any film that has apocalypse, like say for The Last of Us, if you go into those sections, sections where people are not infected or whatever, you see like everyone has a job to do. Okay, there really isn't no money. The money is useless in this world now. You know, what are the simple things in life that a person can do or a person can make or whatever that can make the world go round? You know, that's the simple, man. modern economics and people who run the modern economics, it's the problem. And I love an artist like this that points it out. Ren, you are a gem. Continue doing what you're doing. I will be reacting to more Ren on the channel, because I really enjoy this man. And one other thing I want to say about him, his music videos and his music seems like playwrights. Seems like a play. You know, it's just, it flows effortlessly. You know? But that was dope, man. You guys let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. If you like my reaction, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the channel more than you know. And if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything I do right here on YURP Nature Reactions. The goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. No, excuse me, it is the end of the year. Next year, at the beginning, sometime in the middle of next year. And when we get there, I'm doing the giveaway. Can't tell you what it is, but it's a 3-part giveaway, okay? But it is pretty dope. It is pretty dope. So if you're new, come along for the ride. Have a good one. Peace.